if somebody had, anybody have Instacool down there?
We do.
You do?
We have it
Oh, you have it at the
at
shop?
Belmore.
I mean, down at the Belmore? They have their own? If it's wide enough, you can do like 3 lines. But see how it comes forward a little bit.
So these are still the locks right around the face.
Yeah. Okay, the other side. Oh, when you're doing a curl, you might keep in mind, let's see, if a curl was shaped like that, the brightest part, you might have a little light there, but the brightest part is going to be right there, so you can make it a little bit thicker and brighter, because that's where the hair is most reflective. Right, it's where it curls, where it bends. And you can even look at that in photography and see that this is even true in nature. You know, it's where the hair bends the most, it's most reflective. So consider that when you're doing this. Because none of this hair is straight.
No,
It's all kind of
it's a
curly.
mop.
It was frustrated.
So start with a skinny line, go thick, and then lift. But don't get too far out. It shouldn't be highlighted up real far out from this face. Just close in. Strengthen the ones that you think need it. They're the ones that are closest to you. And then you can, well, let's see. You could get a little bit of this. This would you do very sparingly.
Is that Naples or?
It's Naples.
Okay,
And this you would do really sparingly with a really
okay.
sharp tipped brush. Just keep in mind where the bright part of that curve is going to be. Don't get too far away from the face. something has to happen right in there, you know, it's kind of,
Ah, it looks like.
you know, it's sort of lost area. So, make it happen. Parallel lines. I noticed when you're using acrylics, when you make a brush stroke, almost every time you have to do it at least twice. Did you know? Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Not like temper. Once. Just once is enough. That looks
Nicely done.
pretty nice. Okay. You have to do this hand. All right.
So the neck is just one, right?
I couldn't hear that part.
The neck is.
Yeah, okay. We're just doing a branch.
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 Branches. Okay, branches.
Oops.
Burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna, straight out of the tube. Nothing added.
Burnt sienna, okay.
And when you do it over the pencil line, it's a little darker than burnt sienna. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't have to make it too dark. Now, where the branch gets thicker, you may want to outline, especially the bottom, with a darker color like brown or. But that's up to you. We'll see how it goes. Sounds like somebody's laughing over
Did you
there,
say
doesn't it?
outline with
Was it
brown
really?
earth?
Erase, yeah, brown earth.
Okay.
Outline the thick part of the
The
branch.
thick part.
On the, maybe on the bottom part of the branch.
Okay.
It's already green, yeah.
Oh, okay, I mean, I'm saying it is, you're gonna color it later. That's, I mean, other color it later.
See how it gets a little lost on there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can outline it, or you can highlight it, either one.
nice.
First we painted this Naples, you know? So it would show. Now we have some brown earth here. Yeah. I'm gonna use a different brush. Skinnier one. Skinny one. We wanna just barely have a line there, but really minimal.
So first with Naples and then burnt sienna.
Can't see it. First Naples, then burnt sienna, and if you want to outline the, I'm using brown earth. I may just put the line on one side,
Just one side.
or I don't know if it's necessary to do both sides. That's up to you guys. That's nice.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that.
I do too. I'm gonna outline my apples a little better.
In what?
Maybe a little red earth mixed with something. Bottom of the apples, especially toward the bottom. This is black. So
He's doing the branch. The
that's
apple.
branch and the apple. It's just outlining.
So he did
The branch was
the branch he
first
started
painted
with
in
Naples.
first
then
painted in Naples. So it would be, and then
Okay, so he started with Naples first, and branches, and then burnt sienna over get to the thick parts, outline in brown earth.
Yeah,
Okay, but do the maples.
that's pretty much it. Okay. Now I'll do my. Now I do it like. First I get the bones on. And I make them thin, especially on the top. Especially on anything that's horizontal. You want to keep that really thin. And I'll do a few letters here. Okay. Anything that's vertical, I do a little thicker.
I see, okay.
If it's. See, it makes an elegant letter, you know. And something like this, keep it thin at the top, and then press. You know, it's nice. This is vertical, so it's going to be pretty wide.
Okay.
That's thin. This eyes are interesting where you can. You don't have to, and I usually just do a straight line, but
A little thicker.
if you want, you can put a dot in the eye, right in the middle of the eye. It makes it interesting. But then you should do a flare at the top and the bottom. Do you know what I mean? Okay, N is just a straight line. And I make this end, this side of the straight line shorter. It's because of the T. Because the T will have a little. And that's how I generally do the lines. Okay. Vertical lines, like right here, is thick. So I'll push, lift, push, lift, push. When you push on your brush, it gets thicker. And then push, you know? When you're doing a U or a V, you're usually, one side is going to be thick and one side is going to be thin. Don't ask me why, but it works that way. Like I'll do this side, the thick side, thin. This side will be thin. But then there'll be like a little square at the top. And that makes a nice U.
Looks good.
P. You're thick. Thin, thick, thin. H. Reverse thick.
See, mine is all wrong.
Real thin. Yours is what?
Mine is all wrong.
Okay. As long as you can read it, it's not wrong. It's just not as elegant as it could be, maybe. And that's okay. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes if you want to make the R longer than the rest, it kind of makes it interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, it can. So if the line is more vertical, it would be thicker. More horizontal, it's going to be thin. That's the goal. Anyway.
So what did you use? Red
What is what? Red earth? I just use red earth. I put the bones on first and then make things a little wider. Sometimes it's the easy way to do it.
So even on those.
Yeah, on a Y, if you're doing a Y, you can do like you did on the U. You can make one side have be like strong and the other side be kind of weak. I mean, you know, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. It's just,
Yeah.
you can get online and Google alphabets and find fonts that you like and save them on your phone and use them. I do that.
Gee, mine is all wrong.
Yes.
They're so uniform looking.
I know.
Well, I
Straight
do my
line.
best, but, you know, there's a lot of people that are a whole lot better at doing this than I am.
Nobody can beat this.
So you
No, I've seen it.
Euphrosynos.
Slavonic
Michelle.
calligraphy.
What's that?
is strange
Euphrosynos.
sometimes.
How you read?
Oh,
How can we read?
Euphrosynos?
Euphrosynos.
Euphrosynos, I think that's what he's
That's-
called, right? How do you guys pronounce it?
Where's
Euphrosynos?
the accent? I'd have to look at the
I
accent
just
in the
keep
Greek.
forgetting.
It's probably
In Greek?
Euphrosynos.
Euphrosynos.
Euphrosynos, probably.
Euphrosynos.
Or Euphrosynos.
Ephrosynos,
Oh,
probably.
It might be
Euphrosynos.
Ephrosynos. I think that's the
Euphros-
epsilon, upsilon is not actually U in modern Greek. It's F.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So mine
Euphrosynos.
Euphrosynos.
But let me check
Euphrosynos.
where the accent is. That'll tell you more how to pronounce it.
Euphrosynos. I have to know that at least, right?
Euphrosynos.
Euphrosynos.
Yeah, Euphrosynos. Okay. The
Euphrosynos,
O is
so
where
the-
the stress is.
Ah,
Or we
okay.
just call him the chef.
The chef.
Euphrosynos.
He said.
Yeah.
Euphrosynos.
Looking good.